Hello everyone, welcome to Soul Seekers Tarot and your reading. I'm Corey. So in today's reading we're going to be looking at what is a really nice surprise that's showing up for you next month. So a really nice surprise is showing up for you next month. I wonder what it could be, and we're going to use this deck to help get us started to choose pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. I hope you're all doing well, and thanks for stopping by to watch the video. All right, our first pile is Engaged Trust. Pile number 1, card number 1, Engaged Trust. Pile 2, we have 37, card 37, Unleash Your Passion. Unleash your passion. And finally, pile 3, Transform, card 41. Transform. Of course, 41 adds up to 5, which is change. 37 adds up to 10, which is 1, and 1 is just 1. So new beginning, and change. New beginning, and change. Okay, so if you have difficulty using your intuition to choose your deck or your pile, I've got some numbers to help you out with. Okay? So we got 2 and 5 for pile 1, 3 and 4 for pile 2. They both add up to 7. Interesting, because that's 1 and that's 1, right? New beginning, and change. 7 and 7. Interesting. And finally, pile 3, we have, oh my goodness, it's 7 as well. Okay, so 1 and 6. So as you may know already, is that when you choose the number, it could be either 2 or 5 that you resonate with, or 25 or 52, or if you add them together, it's 7. So if you resonate with 7, you might choose all 3 piles because they all add up to 7. That's the first time that's happened. Very interesting. Okay, so if numbers isn't your game, perhaps you like to choose with your zodiac sign. So we have 4 for pile 1, 4 for pile 2, and 4 for pile 3. All right, so pile 1, we've got Capricorn and Scorpio, and Aries and Taurus, Taurus and Aries. For pile 2, we have Pisces and Virgo, no, Pisces and Libra, with Cancer and Aquarius. And finally, pile 3, we have Virgo and Gemini, with Leo and Sagittarius. Okay guys, that's what we've got for your 3 piles. Take your time and I'll be back with you in just a tick. Okay, hey, pile 1, welcome to your reading. So to explore what really is the nice surprise that's showing up for you next month, that's February, or whenever you watch this, it'll be the next month after whatever month you're watching this in, where you've chosen this card for pile 1, number 1, which is Engaged Trust. So it's a new beginning, engaging in trust. Trust for the universe, trust for somebody, trust for something. And if it wasn't the card that you chose for this pile, it was the number, either 2 or 5, 25, 52, or 7 that resonated with you. And if it wasn't that, you go with your zodiac sign. So we have Scorpio and Aries, right? Scorpio and Aries with Taurus and Capricorn. Okay, now these are the decks I've chosen to do the reading with. And I'm going to choose a couple of tea cards. Tea leaf cards, yeah. one, let's choose this green one here, and this one wants to come out. So, oh, that one too. Where is the green one? This one here. Okay. All right. And we have got, we're going to get a major arcana for you. You're going to get a clarification for it. Which is the Ten of Pentacles. No, that's only 9. What does it show? It's 9 Pentacles, right? It shows the 10 up there, like the X, right, for Roman numeral. But it is only 9, right? Am I looking at it right? Well, I guess we're going to go with the Ten of Pentacles because it's got, there isn't a 1. There would be a 1 before the X, and there isn't a 1 or an L or I or whatever. It isn't, there isn't one there. This deck can be notoriously difficult. I don't know why I chose it, but there's a reason for it. Okay, so that's going to be clarifying the Tower. Tower, 9 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, the Tower. I shall do it, said Pooh, after waiting a little longer, by means of a trap, and it must be a cunning trap, so you will have to help me, Piglet. So collapse of stable structures, releasing something, and sudden insight. Ha. And then being, you know, if it's a 9 of Pentacles, because it clearly looks like 9 of Pentacles to me, it would be, you know, getting out on your own, being independent. And if it's 10 of Pentacles, you know, being out on your own, doing well, really well. You're doing well anyways with the 9 of Pentacles, irregardless if it's a 10 of Pentacles. So you can look at it whatever way you want. But that, I definitely would like to have some clarification on. Just give me a minute, guys. I am going to see if there's a, if the book will help me out with this. Should. Let me get back into my spot. Sorry for making the noise on the microphone. Okay, let's see. Pentacles, we're looking for Pentacles, which should be towards the back. There's the Son of Pentacles, Daughter, Ten of Pentacles. What does the Nine of Pentacles look like? It looks the same. There's 9 Pentacles there in the 9 of Pentacles. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think I'm going crazy. It's 9 of Pentacles. It's 10 of Pentacles. Okay, so the 10 of Pentacles signifies material and spiritual abundance in nearly every area of your life. The number 10 usually indicates completion, and in this case, the journey was well worth it. So be generous, not only with your money, but also with your wisdom. Provide guidance to those who struggle. You will be rewarded tenfold. Well, the only thing I can think of is that they're counting all of this, you know, as a pentacle, which it doesn't look like a pentacle to me. It just looks like a bunch of circles. I don't get that. But anyways, there you have it. The mystery of that deck. Yeah, that's what I figured too, Fuddy. Okay, did you hear Fuddy go, meow? Okay, so, yep, he said it again. So we got tea leaf number 1 here. Fair man, dealings or relationship with the man with blonde, gray, or white hair. All right, so a fair man, someone who's wise, somebody who, you know, can look at things from different perspectives. Oh, we got love. Okay, that's on your horizon next month. And we got fan, romance, celebration, and a party. With the moon, changes in your life. All right, romance, celebration, and party. Love, dealings, or relationship with a man with blonde, gray, or white hair. There's a man coming in your life, or is, and you're going to be taking your relationship to the next level, but not before something crumbles. Something has to crumble, and it's going to lead to the Ten of Pentacles energy. Well, so the Ten of Pentacles energy is also has to do with a commitment, like a long-term commitment, something that you've been, very much committed to, and relationship-wise. So it could be that that particular relationship is crumbling and someone else is coming into your life who is going to be the type of person, whether they have blonde, gray, or white hair, it doesn't really matter. I don't really pay much attention to that. But they're going to be a person who you can really strike up a relationship with that's going to be, nicely balanced. It's going to cause you to have a lot of changes in your life, but it's definitely in terms of love and romance with the celebration of parties. So it could be that you're celebrating with this person, or you're having, maybe you have this person's going to ask you for their hand in marriage, your hand in marriage. It could be that. A celebration with friends, family, to celebrate the two of you. Definitely. And it could be that you are celebrating having broken free from something. It had to do with a relationship, and a love relationship, right? You're broken free from that because it's dissolving. Ten of Pentacles, that's your commitment. And the fair man could be the person that helps you, assists you with that, like a lawyer, a divorce lawyer. It could be that too. But you're engaging in trust. So there's, I think it's more so, the story is telling us more so about you coming away from something and learning to trust again. And, meeting this person, and then the two of you are going to, fall in love and celebrate all that. You got the Three of Wands, being prepared for what is to come, the changes, being prepared. Seeking out what's on the horizon for you, getting ready for, to jump onto the ship, to go overseas, just to make that change in your life. The Emperor, that could be the fair man, or you. Oh, the King of Cups. All right, the King of Cups. Justice. Because there's two people cards out here, I'm going to put them out first. Three of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, that would be you. Eight of Swords, Queen of Swords, Nine of Swords, holy moly. And then near future energy, Five of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, the World, and Wheel of Fortune. You got the High Priestess and the Ten of Cups, or Ten of Wands, and all that sort of stuff. So what I see here is that you are prepared to engage in, I guess you could say, kind of warfare, but at the same time, you're prepared to make changes in your life. You're preparing for that. to let something dissolve, to come down and break that commitment to that particular person and relationship. And it looks like the Emperor here is the person that you are walking away from, that you're leaving behind. The Emperor is like a husband. If it's not the true Emperor energy, it's just simply a husband. Now, a woman could be a husband, right? So, the husband. But I feel like I'm talking to a woman, female here, because the King of Cups here, I believe, is the fair man. And justice prevails as a result of you know, having met this person, struck up a relationship with them. It may have been at work when you did, but in any case, you were in cahoots with somebody. So it could simply be that you have a friend that introduced you to this fair man, the King of Cups. And this is you going la-di-da, yes. But however excited as you are to have met the King of Cups, you know there's still this business to have to tie up with this other person. And you know that in order for you to be able to be free to go into a new relationship, you've got to leave your baggage behind. And so you've got to learn to trust that what you're doing is right for you, that whatever has gone on before with your person, this Emperor husband, now they don't have to be a husband, they could be like, you know, just somebody that you've been living with for a good time, that you're in a committed relationship with. But yeah, they did whatever they did. The two of you, they did something that you, they broke your trust. They broke your trust, breaking you. They broke your trust. And for that reason, things started going south in your relationship. For that, you know, feeling like you're entrapped within your own, you know, negative thinking, thoughts of fear. What if? Can I do this? Should I do this? You know, like to break away from this person. But whether you know it or not right now, you're going to be meeting the King of Cups. I mean, it comes right after the Emperor. So this either means somebody is already on your radar, or they're coming in quick. They're coming in quick. And you're going to be stepping into the Queen of Swords energy, because you're saying no more restless nights, no more waking up in the middle of the night, feeling angry and disappointed and sabotage, you know, feeling like there's no hope, that you are leaving this relationship. You may have gotten to the point where you just can't stand being with this person anymore. But it is a commitment. You've built your life around being together. And so you know there's a whole lot of hoops to jump, you know, in order to go through the process of leaving it behind. And it has seemed or will seem almost to the point where you're feeling discouraged, that you're not going to be able to make this happen, to make this change, right? It says it's, you know, it's a collapse of a stable structure. You're going to be releasing yourself, and you're going to have some sudden insight. And the Nine of Swords too, I also look at being something that where you receive guidance, divine guidance coming down during the nighttime when your mind is most open, because you're not busy thinking about stuff. You shouldn't be, right? You should be trying to go to sleep, drifting off to sleep, where your mind, the thinking just slows down. And that's when we open up. And if it's not while we're still semi-conscious that you're receiving insights, it'll be during dream state. Now, often for me, just me personally, it doesn't have to be for you, but often for me, I will receive it during dream state, but I also, when I'm laying there after I wake up, I'm not fully awake, I'm still in slumber, brainwave status. The cat's talking back there. I will get like these, oh, you know, and oh, that's, yeah, okay, I can try that, or that's a good idea. So like for me, I'm working on something. I'm fixing a chair, let's put it that way, because I'm a woodworker. I'm fixing a chair and I'm trying to sort out how I can make it more stable. Talk about stability here. More stable because it was broken from being sat on, not by me. Broken from being sat on where the two front legs blew out, kind of like this. It broke the chair right where the parts of the chair come together. It just, that gave out. So I put it back together and trying to figure out how to make it more stable. And so I've been putting that question to Spirit, and Spirit's been giving me ideas while I'm laying in bed. And my eyes are closed, but I start thinking about it. It's just coming into my mind. The next thing you know, I say, you know, I could try that. And it's kind of like, it seems like it's your idea, but it's not. It's the divine, it's Spirit giving you these ideas, and you're taking it on as your own because you're the one who's going to be doing something about it or with it. So whatever, this could be that you are losing sleep at night, and also when you do sleep or when you do drift off, you're getting downloads, psychic downloads, right? That, because it talks about how you have sudden insights. Like for me, I wake up, finally I say, oh, I was just thinking about the tarot. Yeah, there's this really good way of being able to do this, and I believe it can be done. I'm just going to have to take a closer look at the chair. And then when I take a closer look at the chair, and I realized, yeah, it's very possible to do that. So I know I've received a solution to a question I put out to Spirit. So that's kind of what you can be happening to you. But you know that with the Five of Cups, you can be feeling, if you didn't step back into the energy of engaging in trust, trusting love, trusting someone who, you know, the King of Cups, who's all about love, that you're otherwise going to be feeling despondent and disappointed. But during this time, what I was saying is that there's going to be a time, whether you're doing it now or it's coming, excuse me, you're going to have this whole bottom row of feeling like you're all tied up in mental knots, right? Mental knots. And the Queen of Swords, it might throw you into an energy of, boy, oh boy, things have got to be black and white from now on. Even though the Queen of Swords isn't just black and white, but she is black and white. She seeks the truth, but she isn't just black and white. She accepts the colors in between, the shades, right? She is going to demand some action. She's going to demand some kind of truth from their person, the Emperor. Like this is like, we're not doing this anymore, and I am, I'm leaving, I'm going, or I want you to leave, however it works out. But it's going to cause you a lot of mental anguish, mental emotional anguish, because you got the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Swords. But during this time, though, like I said, with the Nine of Swords, you are going to be open to sudden insights. But you're going to be in a period where, now we're going into the near future. So we're going into a period of feeling like, even if you know this King of Cups person and you know that they're a good person, that you can trust, whether you are actually engaged with them romantically or not yet, you are going to start developing feelings for them. But you're going to be thinking to yourself, I just decided to get out of this with my Emperor, my husband, and I've met this other person And I don't know, see, I don't know if I should move forward with that, because I'm looking at the spilt milk, you know, the damages from the previous relationship. But of course, with the Five of Cups, there's always the Two of Cups behind that you're just not focused on right now. But you're going to focus on that. You're going to get through this. The divine's going to help you with that. You're going to now step into the energy of the Queen of Pentacles, be finding a creative solution for yourself, and becoming like, you know, with the Ten of Pentacles, right? It's commitment, but it's also that legacy of wealth or abundance of prosperity and wisdom. So you're going to be stepping into this energy of, like, you're already the Queen of Cups. You got the Queen of Swords energy to deal with what is to come yet. And then once you realize that there's no point in just focusing on what has happened, that you can start letting this person, you know, reach out to you, come more into your life. The King of Cups, fair man. And then you're going to be committing, because you're going to fall in love with them with the Two of Cups back here. You're going to fall in love with them, and it's going to rock your world, but it's closing out the old chapter in for a new chapter. In this chapter here, pile number 1, with this fair man, it's more of a soulmate, a true soulmate, you know, like it's not karmic. It's true soulmate that's going to stand the test of time for you with the legacy of the long-term commitment here. And then it's the Wheel of Fortune. It's like the karmic wheel is turning in the clockwise position now. When it goes this way, it usually means that you're experiencing challenges that we learn from, that the lessons that our relationships offer us to learn, and you've been learning them, and you've decided that it's time for you to engage in, to re-engage in trusting that there is a good man out there for you. There's a good man, fair man. There's a good man. You hit the jackpot. This is your destiny. Wheel of Fortune, lots of abundance, and good timings and happiness and good times. All right, so this is what I got for you guys, is that you are what is a really nice surprise for you, showing up for you next month. And next month happens to be February, right, which is the love month, Valentine's. And so something is going to be able to come, someone is going to be able to show up in your life. If they have already, that's fine. But if they have, then that means that they're going to, you know, probably maybe spend extra special time or money on Valentine's Day with you. You know, telling you how you feel, like how they feel about you is what I meant to say. Fessing up to that kind of thing. And if you haven't met the King of Cups yet, it's going to happen very quickly, which is in February, okay? It could be the end of January, but it's King of Cups, like I said, it's right after the Emperor. They're coming in. So don't be too long disheartened, okay, in the fact that maybe you shouldn't open yourself up to somebody already, because it's coming in fast, right? It's okay. It doesn't mean that you have to like get on I don't know, a Harley Davidson, get on a dirt bike and just go vroom, right into the relationship, and next thing you know, you're living together, you're married, you even have you know, you're pregnant. You don't have to do that. You can take it slow. Do the the Knight of Pentacles energy. Just take one step at a time. You're going to cross the finish line. It's going to be successful. Definitely successful. You got the Queen of Pentacles, which usually means you're going to be married, possibly married, but definitely committed to somebody. And you're going to be living your best life creatively. Look at her painting. You're going to be living your best life, being able to truly let your hair down and be you, and know that everything's safe, everything's, you know, you're good. Everything's good, you're secure, your finances included, right? but your love for somebody is safe. You can safely love this person. And then end a chapter. End a chapter, but the most important part to think about the world is the new beginning that you're going to have with the Wheel of Fortune energy. I mean, this is super duper awesome sauce good. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this. Take care of yourself, and again, thanks so much for watching the video. Bye for now. Hi Pile 2, welcome to your reading. So for the statement or question, what really nice surprise is showing up for you next month in February? You have chosen this card here, card number 37, which adds up to 10, right? Which is a 1. For a new beginning, unleash your passion. Unleash your passion. Yeah. Okay. And we'll read that in just a moment. Let's see here. Card 37. Let's get that. Okay. Unleash your passion. Now, if you didn't choose it for the card, you chose it with a number. So the number that resonated with you was 3 or 4, 34 or 43 or 7 if you add them together. If not, it was the zodiac sign that drew you to this pile. We got Pisces and Libra with Cancer and Aquarius. Okay, you guys, let's read this card here and then we'll choose the rest of the cards. So unleash your passion. The wolf's beautiful howl so unleashed my passions. My lover smiled for days. Okay. Okay. Seek your muse. Court her. When she visits, create with wild abandon. Let nothing hold back your whimsy, your folly, your bliss. Allowing your passion to grow, be nurtured and expressed is one of the greatest gifts you can give to yourself and the world. Nurtured and expressed. Don't let modesty or fear repress your inspirations. You have galaxies inside of you. Express them. So nurturing and expressing, that's giving, that's receiving and giving. Receiving, being nurtured, and giving is expressing. Okay, receiving and giving. There we go. Let's get a major arcana. We have the moon. Okay, the moon. Your imagination will bring you success if your thoughts are coupled with practical action. Interesting enough that your imagination, this is about being creative, unleashing your passions. And then, that your imagination will bring you success. Okay, let's get clarification for the moon. Archangel Michael, Holy Spirit, will you please provide clarification? Okay, didn't have to throw. All right, let's see. We got a few cards here. We got the Hermit, 6 of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords. Wow. Hermit, 6 of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords. Deep think, fair balance, equal give and take, balance, and a whole lot of truth coming in quickly. All right, let's get some tea leaves. 1, 2, I want to get a blue one or a green one. 3. Let's get one more just for well rounding. Okay, let's see. All right, so we've got sunrise, new creative ideas, new ventures, and a fresh start. Beautiful. It's like imagination, nurturing yourself and expressing yourself creatively, and then new creative ideas. Pig, beware of greed. All right, beware of greed. There's going to be a lot. There's not a lot of greed. There's just going to be a lot of creativity. Happiness. That was the green one. You're going to be truly happy next month. At the Camel, persevere and you will overcome problems. Yep. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Now, I'm not saying there's nothing that I'm not saying that you're greedy. I'm not saying anyone else is greedy. All I'm saying is that if we're talking about greed, it usually means because somebody is going to be having, you know, have access to a lot. And it's going to be access, the type of access where it's going to be easy to take. So I would say in this case, because we're talking about your passion and your creativity, your imagination creativity, is that, and happiness here, is that you are going to be open to a lot of nurturing so that you can spend time expressing yourself from having received what it was that you needed. Yeah, new creative ideas, new ventures, and a fresh start. Okay, let's find out what Tarot has to say about all of this. The Hermit, that's going in for a deep think. Six of Pentacles, that's balance. Equal give and take, that's giving and receiving, right? Someone's giving and someone's receiving. And then, you know, a lot of truth coming in. So there's the greed thing. There's a lot of truth coming in, which could be inspiration. A lot of inspiration coming in for you. Strength. Okay, strength. We have the Knight of Cups. Wow, okay. The Star. Two major arcanas. Wish fulfillment. Wish fulfilled. Knight of Cups. Happy, happy. Page of Cups. Two of Cups. Knight of Wands. That's passionate. The World. Three of Cups. Happy, happy. Seven of Swords. Sneaky, sneaky, or altruistic. And the near future. At the back of the decks, Three of Wands, being prepared. Judgment, making a decision. Eight of Wands, going for it, and it's going to be coming back to you with the Seven of Pentacles. And there's King of Cups and the Ten of Cups. Ha! Okay. So there's somebody who deeply loves you. And that deeply loving person is quite nurturing. King of Cups, right? Deeply loving, nurturing person. This is somebody that is, you know, you're in a Ten of Cups with, the King of Cups. You've been doing quite well in your life, having this person in your support group, you know, your support system. You're just your support person, right? Somebody who is, you tell them, a counselor, support group, support system. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of energy, passionate energy going back and forth. But this passionate energy is more like it's you being like doing something that you have been working on, and you want to make it flourish, make it happen. You're going to be receiving a lot of information that is going to help you with the, you know, with the Strength card here. It tells me that you have been, maybe your own self-doubts or worries about money or worries about having enough energy or time has been kind of blocking you. Yeah, kind of blocking you. With the Moon, you know, your imagination will bring you success, but you have to go into like the deep think here, because you are maybe a little afraid with the Moon, fear, excuse me, a little afraid to take that next step that has, maybe you're wanting to quit a job so that you can either start a new business, your own business, or, you know, just putter around the house and create gardens, you know, flowers, and, you know, or get pregnant, or you're just wanting to retire. You're retiring a little earlier, maybe, But you're so used to working the 9 to 5 or whatever it is that you do that it's difficult to imagine not having to put your time and energy in at least 10 hours if you're working an 8-hour day. Excuse me, at least 10 hours towards actually going to a place of employment and then coming home every day, 5 days a week. Some people more. But in any case, you are being guided by the divine to unleash your passion, to go for it, to do it, to not be too afraid. Check in with your fears here. Check in with your fears to see if they are they're founded. And what I would recommend is that you talk to your King of Cups person about it, who you are in a 10 of Cups relationship with, because they're going to be the ones, they already are supporting you with their love and whatever it is they can do. There maybe, if you got young kids at home, let's just say if you got young kids, they're helping you out with that. Making sure that they pull their weight around the house. If you're going to be spending more time, say you're a photographer and you want to spend a lot of time outdoors because you want to take pictures of nature, well, there'll be some good twilight images to take a shot of, and that means you're not going to be home for dinner, like to start making dinner. So the King of Cups is going to be the one who's going to jump in and see to make sure that happens for you. But this is what this is telling me, is that you've got somebody who adores you. Knight of Cups adores you. It's a wish fulfillment. You've got the power and the love behind you, and your creative abilities and skills behind you to make your life super amazing. But I think there's just something that's tripping you up. Something that is tripping you up. Because you have to make this decision to do it, to go for it. Something is tripping you up, blocking you. Maybe it's just you feeling as though you're going to cause, if you're quitting your job to do something else, you may be feeling a little guilty, maybe feeling like, why should I even have crazy thoughts like, why should I be able to have my cake and eat it too? When my person, whether it's a man or a woman, my King of Cups person is still going to work and making the bacon kind of thing to bring home, when I was too, but now I'm not. And so it's basically, I'm going to be we have to rely on his or her income solely while I get myself established and possibly making money from whatever it is that you're being creative about. If it's starting a new business, or you paint and you got to sell your paintings, you do some kind of artistic thing. You have the ability to see this through. The divine knows this, of course, and that they're trying to invite you to follow your true north, your destiny, the Star card, your true north. You got love in your pocket to fuel you with the Knight of Cups. You got to find the strength and courage in your convictions and how you can do this. I can do this. I can do this. This Page of Cups is it's a new page for you, with loving what your life is going to be offering you. Look at this. This humongous cup's got a fish in it that's talking to her. Talking fish. So anything's possible. That's what it's saying. Anything's possible. The fish is talking to her, telling her, I love you. Think of that as the divine, right? You've got the Two of Cups here with the Knight of Wands. That's like you're on fire. There's passion. You've got, like I said, you've got everything you need. You're fueled with love. Love is good. There's not a single problem. Like you don't have to say, well, I'm kind of lacking in the love department. No, you don't have to say that at all. The divine just wants you to pick up your, your fears and go with it anyways and persevere, because you're going to overcome these problems. And guess what it is? It's happy, happy. Yeah. New creative ideas, new ventures, and a fresh start for you. That is going to, benefit you individually, of course, but it benefits your person and your family, right? Benefits actually everyone in the whole galaxy. Benefits when you become happy because you're expressing yourself, you're nurtured, you're receiving the nurturing right here, which is the love, right? And you are going to be going with that. You're running towards your motorcycle here, and the crow is ahead of you, leading you the way, which is spirit, leading you the way to your truth. So you're going to be receiving a lot of information that's going to help you take that step, right? Take the step to change what it is that you have been doing, to be able to get out there and show your stuff, like express yourself through with others and through others. Express yourself with and through. Seven of Swords is just like you are. This Seven of Swords energy is kind of like it's kind of like you have to come to terms with the fact that not everything is about winning the war. And I say it in that way because it's about, this is so practical. Like this is when you think about two armies, which is what this would be, two armies facing off, right? Back in the day, in the 1600s or whatever, two armies facing off, about to fight, go to war with their swords and their shields, right? Horses and whatever. They're about to go to fight, and whoever is left standing is the one that wins. So practical and so simple, yet they're terribly, terribly dangerous. Terribly dangerous, right? But it's practical and it's simple. So it's not about being just practical and simple, making things practical and simple. It's not about living a life of practicality and simplicity. It's about living a life, what I'm trying to say is about living a life with yourself, be passionately on fire, ready to jump hoops of fire if you have to, and making things like more complicated, in the sense that that's part of your creativity. So when you're creating something, it's going to be instilled. It's inherent within the creation process itself. It's going to have its complications, right? It's going to have its complications. It's going to be intricate. It's going to be detailed. It's so far removed from practical and simple that it's going to be something that is just, it's going to you're just lit on fire with. You're lit on fire with, and you are like, hey, I'm over here, come here. I need to jump on this ship because I'm making that decision. I've decided to follow my bliss with the Judgment card. I made a decision to follow my bliss, so hurry up and come in. I want to get on my boat because I got a lot of energy to be putting out there that, of course, it's going to come back. It's going to come back and continue lighting your fire, your passion. These wands of lit up wands, you put that passion out, it's going to come back, because whatever we put out comes back, right? So you're going to be looking at your tree of 7 pentacles, but you're going to say to yourself, I'm doing well, but I can do better. If I do better, look at all the stars in the moon, the phases of the moon in the sky, with this ladder going up into the sky. I can go even higher than 7 pentacles. We're going to be doing quite well, and it's all because I'm established in love. I'm already established in love. So I'm free. I'm free because of love. I'm free to be me and to express myself, to be me in an expression of self. And this is what I see for you guys today. I hope that you're going to unleash your passion and go for it. And if that means quitting a job, then that's what you're going to do. And things are going to be just fine. Just fine. They're going to get better and better and better as long as you trust yourself. You trust yourself. You might have self-doubt, but remember, trusting yourself is the name of the game. Okay? So take care, and thank you for watching the video. Bye. Hi, Pile 3. Welcome to your reading. So you've chosen this card to look at the statement or the question about what really nice surprise is showing up for you next month. This card is card number 41, which is 5, which is change, is transformation. Something is transforming for you next month, February. If you didn't choose the card for this pile, you chose it with a number. We got 1 or 6, or we've got 16 or 61 or 7 if you add them together. And if it wasn't that, it was your zodiac sign. We have Leo and Virgo with Sagittarius and what are these guys? Gemini. Yeah, Sagittarius and Gemini. I'm going to read that transformation card in a moment. Let's get, you know what? Let's just read it now. Why not, right? Transformation. Transform. The snow and I are kneeling on roofs all over the world. And a spring will come to each life, and we will melt back into God. Let go. Surrender whatever form you're clinging to. Like a phoenix carries certainty of rebirth in its breast, go willingly to the fire and surrender whatever is aching to be reborn. Outdated beliefs, old ideas, worn out dreams, burnt out relationships, anything that makes you feel too small, overly tired, or not enough are fire worthy. New life needs the space of transformation in order to take root. Drop your defenses and melt away all that does not belong. So open up by letting go and surrendering that which is no longer, for your best, for your highest good, or no longer working for you, whatever it is. Letting that go so you can make room for that new start, that fresh start, that things are transforming to. All right. Okay, we got 2. We got more. Geez, we got 4. Holy moly. This is serious business. We got the moon and the star, the Empress, and the Wheel of Fortune. Holy moly. Okay. Let's get a clarification for all 4, not separately, but together. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pick some, tea leaves first. And this one. Been picking 4, so I'll just stay with 4. All right, got these guys here. Holy moly, let's put them like this so I can see them. Okay, now. We're going to get a clarification for those 4 cards. So we got the moon and the star, the Empress and the Wheel of Fortune. Talk about abundance. Empress being fully abundant. With the star, wish fulfilled, and the Wheel of Fortune. Holy moly. Can we get a clarification? There we are. 3 of Pentacles. It has to do with work, guys. 3 of Pentacles. Okay. Let's see what we got going on here. Wealth. Okay. Wealth. Dog close up. Pleasure with a close friend. Maybe you're going in business with a good friend. Or dog, maybe. Archway. New opportunities, possibilities, and paths are opening up. Wow, that speaks to the transformation, the new start. with a dog again. Protection from a powerful friend. Ha. That's really interesting. The 2 dogs. Protection from a powerful friend. So maybe it's your good friend who is going to be able to be some source of resources for you. If you're not going into partnering with them, or, you know, partnering up with them, or going into business with them, they've got a lot of this, dinero, right? Money. They got a lot of that to help you have everything that you need. They might be bringing the money to the partnership. But this is something that you're really going to enjoy doing with this person. Pleasure with a close friend. So new opportunities, possibilities, and paths open. I feel like the Archangel Michael just gave me the idea that I feel like this person is the person that has the wherewithal, the resources, and the you know, networking, and just people that they know that can help you establish whatever it is that you want to establish that's going to transform your life. But it's like, you know, moon, it's scary, but it's your wish to come true. It's you taking the high road and believing in yourself while you're working with others. Okay, 3 of Pentacles, working with others, and reaching for, you know, the brass ring, the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, it's like it's written in the cards right there. Okay, pile 3. A really nice surprise is showing up for you next month. So somebody is showing up next month who is a friend already. And you may have been throwing around this idea of starting something, you know, having a fresh start in whatever capacity that is. And it has something to do with making money, you know, a living or making money. You've been throwing that other idea around, and you've been looking for someone to partner up with you, to do this with, or to help you out with, to back you or to support you in some way. And no one's come forward. Somebody might be hemming and hawing. This person might be hemming and hawing. And then they finally, next month, they come to you and say, you know what? Why don't we do that? I can offer you this under these terms, you know, that kind of thing. Yeah, okay. We have the Ace of Cups. Brand new, you know, beginning that's going to have you taking care of yourself in such a way that you're just going to love your freaking life. You're going to love it. Oh, Ace of Wands. Another offer of a new beginning and passionate pursuits. Something that is going to make you want to wake up in the morning and actually get started at, like, let's say 3:33 in the morning instead of 6:30. You're already ready to get out of bed and to start whatever it is that you've got to do to make your dream become a reality. The star energy. You're the Empress after all. Chariot, get up and go energy. Wow, you're successfully moving forward. Judgment, wow. Resurrection. You have resurrected, you're transforming your life. You're resurrecting your life in a way that is not going to look much like it has up until this point in time, until like February, when things really start rolling. 6 of Swords, that is finding solutions, right? Taking what you know and putting it into something that then is going to be able to grow. It's finding a solution, going from the rough of the, you know, of the rough of the nitty gritty, you know, getting things. Whenever you start, like if you're going to bake a cake, you gotta take the energy and the time to pull out all the ingredients from, because you're baking the cake from scratch, all the ingredients that you need for the recipe. you know. So it's all that preparation stuff. That's what I'm saying, is that you're going to be doing what you need to do in all that preparing time, that taking the time and energy, and taking what you know how to put how to put those ingredients together with the recipe that you have to create this beautiful cake, homemade cake from scratch. That's just an example. So Knight of Pentacles, yep, but you know, Knight of Pentacles is that energy of taking things slow, but it's also the type of energy you can rely on. It's going to be the energy that's going to lead you to success, crossing the finish line, like the hare and rabbit, the hare and turtle story. You're just going to, you know, it's going to stop. Instead of stopping to smell the roses, you're going to stop to feed your horse. Look at that. Stopping to feed your horse. Because your horse is your chariot, right? So you need to nurture your horse. They need to be watered and fed too. So you're going to definitely be doing what you need to do, like with the cake analogy, right? You're going to be pulling out the ingredients, and you're going to be making sure that when you put them into the bowl, when you're going to mix stuff, that you're going to be using the right utensils. So if something calls for a teaspoon of this or a tablespoon of that, you're going to be using, you know, it's not going to be a heaping teaspoon. It's going to be a leveled off teaspoon of salt. Because if you put a heaping teaspoon of salt in, you're going to make your cake taste just yucky. So you're going to do it. You're going to do it the right way. You're going to follow the instructions. You're going to do what needs to be done, and you're just going to keep plugging along. Knight of Wands, but oh my God. So you got this slow energy and dichotomy. We've got this really like wild and I'm all fired up energy. It's going to be hard for you to keep yourself reined in with this energy. But just like with making the cake, right, guys? Pile 3, you've got to put the ingredients together in the right order and at the right measurements, with the right measurements. Otherwise, it's just a bowl of glop. You know, you're going to try and put it in a cake pan and put it in the oven and hoping for the best, and it's really not going to do anything. And if it does rise, you're going to take it out and it's going to flop, and next thing you know, it's hard as rock. It's not what you meant it to be. So it's going to be hard for you to be keeping yourself reined in when all you want to do is giddy up and go. You want to giddy up and go. King of Wands. Yeah, look at that energy. The King of Wands. I want to take this passion and ride. I want to take charge, take control of this situation because I'm just so ready for this. I'm so ready to do this. 3 of Wands. That's there, being prepared for it. 3 of Wands is like looking out across the horizon, ready to jump on that ship. Holy cow, you are so ready to jump on that ship. You're like, go, go, go. I always say, go, gadget, go, right? Just go, go, go. You're ready. You've got all this fire and love, like love of something. You love yourself, yes, because for you to be stepping out and doing this, that's causing you a great deal of fear because things are uncertain, of course, whenever you're going to start a new venture. It's something that's an opportunity for you to follow a certain path. You don't know how it's going to go. All you can do is, same with the cake, you don't know how it's going to go. You just have to follow the recipe. You got to follow the recipe. You'll have your most success if you just follow the recipe instead of winging it. You know, you don't want to wing it too much. This is a wing it guy. All right, you don't want to wing it too much. You got to get yourself under control. That you get yourself, your life, taking control and taking charge of your life is what that says. Getting things yourself under control, reigning in your passions. Says the king knows how to do that. That's why they're a king. They're a leader. The knight doesn't. The knight doesn't know that. They're learning that. Okay, through trial and tribulations, right? They're learning that. So you're going to be needing to rein your passion in your like to this giddy up and go energy. You're going to need to rein it in and really just plod along as best you can, because your ship is going to come in very, very soon. So let's find out what your near future is by looking on the back of the deck with the Fool. 5 of Cups. spilt milk, but there's 2 left. Ace of Swords, yeah, that's taking it to, you know, you've got a message. You got a message, 7 of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. Oh my God. And then the 3 of Pentacles again. Wow. I'm just going to stop there because, I mean, how many more cards do we need? So 3 of Pentacles, I brought that one out just because we got 3 of Pentacles over here. That's just reminding us how you're working with others to make this happen. It's not just a sole venture. You've got other people. Now, if they could be a silent partner, they could just be the partner that offers the financial resources. It could be someone that offers you the space. If you need some space for you to do whatever it is, it's your business. Even if you're a painter, you need some space, especially if you're going to be like, that's where you're spending all your time, and you know, maybe you're not in a position at home to be able to have a studio where no one, you know, you can lock the door and no one can bother you. You need to go out of your home to a space, a dedicated space, in order to paint your works of art kind of thing, right? Without, you know, this is professionalism. This is something professional. You are in it for the profession. You are in it for the dedication. You are in it for just the true love of being able to make this happen. Like it's a wish come true for you. Something that has been, let's say, something that has been sort of gnawing at you for a while, and it's been saying, do it, do it, do it. You know, if you might want to watch pile number 2 because it kind of speaks of that too. So, but transformation, there is definitely, you are letting go of the worries and concerns or the people that are naysayers for you. You want to do this, and you tell your friends and your family something, they say, man, how are you going to be able to do that? How can you afford to do this, that, and the other? Well, you got a really great friend who's in a powerful place that's going to protect you from, as best as they can, from failure, which is not going to be part of your vocabulary at this point in time, right? Because you got the Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands, and then you got the Ace of Pentacles over here. Great big blessing of prosperity and abundance. 7 of Pentacles, you're going to be doing well, but you're going for the gusto. I mean, you're working hard. You got the 7 and the 1 here. There's the 8 of Pentacles. That's working hard, staying focused on your goal, on the prize, the star. Wheel of Fortune energy. You're the Empress here. You are like, you've got everything. You've got everything you need. There is nothing other than maybe that person that you need to have back you up. And that's why I say you could maybe watch pile 2, because they have a person who supports them. This person is a close friend, though, that you really enjoy time spent with them. And if you're going to spend time working with them in any whatever capacity that is, you two of you are going to have a wild time together. Really great. But you're set. You're ready for it. You're ready to take a leap. You're preparing for it, and then you're ready to do it. 5 of Cups is you're willing to look at the you know, they say, what is that? What's that saying? Don't look at the cup half empty. Look at it as being half full. And that's what you're doing here with the 5 of Cups. You could choose to look at the cup as being half empty, with those 3 pouring out, but you're choosing, because they're in plain sight here in this card. You're choosing to focus. Like when I'm looking at this card, I see the 2 here. It's the first thing I notice. The 2 standing up. That's seeing the cup half full. So that's your mindset. Your mindset, the Ace of Swords. You've got something that you're charging forward with as a new beginning for you that is going to be speaking not only to your own heart, but to others' hearts. Speaking your truth. Your truth, you are going to be sending out a message to the universe about, because this is a wish, this is all Wheel of Fortune. This is big stuff. Big, 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 big stuff. This is something professionally profound for you. 7 of Pentacles, doing well, but you're going to be working hard, reaching for that 10 of Pentacles. And you're doing it with somebody. you know, other people are going to be instrumental in this with you. That's really all reason why I pulled that out, because it's a reminder of the one here. But this is what I see, guys. This is a really nice surprise for you showing up next month, is that your person is going to show up and say, hey, let's do this. These are my terms. I can do this, I can do that, whatever. I can offer you this, I can offer you that. You know, if you're okay with it, let's get the ball rolling. This is going to be really exciting for you. I'm so pleased for you, pile 3. And please let me know if this actually resonates with you. I'd love to hear it, because this is big stuff here. So take care of yourself, and thanks for coming by and watching the video. Bye for now.